mean, this guy's gonna get free, guys. Once again, guys, do visit the site. Do check out the sponsors. It makes it so I can keep bringing these videos to you. And I do appreciate when you click the sponsors. Message me at Facebook. I'll be updating what I'm doing through Facebook. Let's keep this going and try and get your winning percentages up into the 80s or 90s. So here he is. Forgot what I did there. Too busy talking. Let's get back to watching these plays. And I think the chess match kind of ends on this drive. I think I just kind of get in his head. So he was trying to mix it up and everything, but when you run out of passing situations and pass out of running situations, here's inside blitz exclusively, and that's all you do, well, then what happens? Well, even that becomes predictable, right? Because now you're just trying to do the opposite of what, what the normal person does. So that's why sometimes I run like the same play in a row. Sometimes I'll run a toss back to back, even if it gets stuffed. And I mean, you just got to mix it up. Here's the Eagles again. See, making up plays. That's Asante Samuel at the safety, guys. In the last game I used them, pick City. So you'll have to look at that roster lineup to see how I did it, so that I optimize these guys so that they can be good in this scheme. So take a look at that, but they make plays. So it's 4th and 5, and he was going to go for it. I called a TO because I didn't like the play I came out in, and just wanted to get my bearings. So he punts. And now when I know I'm going up against somebody who does things like that, who go for 4th and 5, 4th and 10, then I generally speaking will just come out and a normal play. And Vick does get loose once or twice here. And for the most part, I stayed patient. And guess what? The one time that I drop back to run, I get sacked. So, just run the offense. As tempting as it is. And that's kind of what Vick can do. Right there, just boom, avoided the sack. And it seems like if I just run that flats play a lot, I could just keep getting that and looking right there. I could have, but I thought I'd mix it up well. Oh, watch this. Oh no, that's not the one. He breaks one too. This LaShawn McCoy, if that's his name, I know his last name is McCoy, but he breaks. So again, guys, if you don't know why running from the same as set works, go to Maddenedge.com, check out the theory, and just kind of watch the other videos, and I talk you through what's going on. Let's see this here. This isn't the one. It just kind of lets you know why everything works. It does work, as you can see from Spidey's record. Read the comments on the YouTube pages, on the videos. I mean, this system is really working for people, and you know what? I'm happy for that. A lot of people were saying that they, weren't even any good with Madden, and I mean, now they're dominating. So, I love it. So if you want to be in the crew, message me with that screen name. I'll check you out. we'll just keep it going, keep it growing. What I come out in here? Looks like the cover 2 hawk. The Niners. There he is again. He was in 3, and he ran. But I feel like I don't have to drop that guy who's spying deep because their receivers aren't, super studs yet. So when I run the cover 2 hawk, I just leave him in there because they have shown me that too deep they'll do the job against most sets, right? That was that linebacker contained just the sight of that defensive end going out there, or that linebacker going out there, made him rush it because he was expecting me to not be playing that. Now that against somebody who's hitting it like that, linebacker contained is not going to get there quick enough. You'll have to go to like a cover 3 press. I think the name of the play is. That was another time I tried to blitz Frank Gore doing his thing. But I will get to him with that inside blitz, and I'm blitzing a little more with this against the Niners, and I told you why. It's because I don't respect Ted Ginn. I respect the speed, but I don't respect anything else about him. And I think that, my guys, will be able to chug him and take the correct angles on him. And I don't know why that is, because generally speaking, I will respect speed. Here's a fire zone. And this is a good play for people who like to use like all parts of the field. That time I had that pressure up the middle with the fire zone. So as you can see, it's a pretty good play for kind of everything. You have the quick hooks. You got 3 deep. You got the flat on the left side. You got the curl flat on the right. You can get some picks out of that play. If they happen to be thrown where you are. I think that's again. Nope. Call TL. Oh, cause see, here I am. I'm checking my end speed. Cause I can't keep letting that happen. And then once I find out that my end speed is 84, I'm like, well, even a linebacker is not going to be 84. Or, that's about the average speed of the backer, so there's no sense in substituting. So I now have to call the cover 3 press when I feel like he's going to go to that play, and it will pay dividends. Nice tackle, buddy. 4th and 2. Or actually, right here. Speaking of what we were talking about, we know he's going to go for it, and we know he's going to go to those quick flats because he thinks I don't have a play. But let me tell you, there's a play in this 4-6 book for everything. Boom. Zone stretch. Not the cover 3 press, the zone stretch. See, because the backers are already out there. All right? See that? They're already out there. Boom. You see what I'm saying? So there we go. That's just a quick adjustment right there on somebody who was moving the ball. But that's called knowing your playbook, guys. Knowing what plays do what. So that's what I'm going to do coming up. I'm going to go through all of the plays in the system and kind of like break down each one and explain why they work. But right there is a perfect example. It's old spikes. He can't keep up. But, and I knew that. That's the perfect example of knowing what the person likes to do and what play is possibly going to stop it. Now, if he would have broke the tackle, he would have broke the tackle. But I knew I called the right play. Boom. That's that end. He's a stud. I use him when I use the Niners. For an end to go out there and make that play. His speed's kind of like 78, I think it is, but he, took the right angle, followed the back. What can you do? Oh, here's Jackson on the out. I'm going to try and hit this one up. Boom. And there's Jackson. making plays. So instead of trying to hit Jackson deep all the time and getting there, because then you're not really running the West Coast offense if you do that, right? Well, what's going to happen is you're going to start throwing a lot more picks. Yes, you'll have a few more longer touchdowns, but the people are going to, here's Vick, boom. See? And I could have got more and start spinning, but I'm just trying to score before halftime. So there's Vick. So remember, I was trying to hit that flats play. It broke down. He's probably respecting that play because Jackson took him for like 80 earlier, and that's how Vick's going to be open right there. He was probably respecting the toss, that little out, that I just hit, and then that leaves Vick open. So don't try and run with him because, then he's not going to be open. Just call your normal offense, and when you happen to checkmate him, he's going to be there. Like I could have ran there, but I wasn't looking to run. I was looking to throw. But if he had been covered, or if I had dropped back, a bit deeper, then I just would have cut it up the field. 28 seconds to go. I like this look for the toss. Anytime I get that, that's just a good play again. That's not the end though this time. Sometimes I like to spin that one in early. And here I'm out of timeouts. I think I decided to kick the field goal right here. I don't want to risk it. I respect the Niners. I respected this guy's record. And I think I'm actually going to kick a field goal here. Seems like a bad decision, right? But I get the ball at halftime. And there we have it. At this point, I think he knows he's up against a guy who plays high percentage football, because he starts to try and play that way himself. And see this is again. You got to prove something to me. And what are we going to come out at? Going to come out, watch this, come out in the linebacker contain. Going to make the spine backer into the hooks. Just kind of can defend against a screen and anything like this. Now, obviously, if he would have went middle, then maybe the next time I would have ran a safe, or who knows. But it's a chess game, right? It's a chess game, and you have to kind of think and get into that player's head. And see, the thing about this guy is every time he rolls right, then what happens is that forces those containing backers to attack him. So then, he has to throw quicker than he wants to because they're containing. Can't really roll too much. So it's a good play overall for these situations, and as you guys see, I run it in different situations too. It's just based on knowing what you think the guy's gonna do based on what he has been doing. Here, I'll make a mistake here, watch. Fall! Oh no, time is already up. See, if I would have failed, I could have got another 3, but yeah, it was close anyway. It was 4 seconds, and then they would have to tag me. So I don't know. I'm trying to think what team's next. I know somebody wants me to use Chargers. At the Colts, they have a suspect D, so that'd be interesting. And they have a lot of injuries. Cowboys, Giants, different teams coming up.